Ahoy there, baby dolls. Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. The Ethereum price is around 3,500 still. We have gone through a very slow weekend. We are seeing a lot of altcoins kind of bleed out, but not really. I mean, the ones where they just are plagued by jeeters, primarily Solana, they're the ones that have taken the biggest hit, if you notice, and the ones that actually have the most vocal effect with everyone, because you can tell everybody is in with them. You know what's interesting, right? So I can quickly show you, friends. So you can even look up, for example, DogWifHat. Now, DogWifHat, if you look at everyone on Twitter complaining about it, you're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on with it? But then you check its retracement and you're like, okay, yeah, it is Poopy. It is Poopy from the top. All right, it's down 62%, but everything is down that much. The retracement is like that for everything. I'm like, why is everyone so vocal about it? And then you realize, oh, they're all long. They might even have leverage on it, okay? So it's at 1.7 billion market cap. And a lot of people are saying this is the make or break area for it. I mean, like, does it really have to be, friends? Why can't it go like this? I mean, PEPE dropped 85%. Why can't this go back down to here? See this little candle here? Why can't it come back down there? A lot of people might say, hocus pocus. I say, well, I mean, you know, Harry Potter. How about you? When you're looking at these types of markets and stuff, friends, you already know, like, you could just look at stuff and you're like, you guys are way too loud and untested right now. And it's Solana jeeters. It is. Now, it's interesting because if you look at like other coins, pretty much anything out there, they've also retraced, friends. Like, for example, this is Orange Man Good. Orange Man Good, okay? How much are you down? 68%. I mean, but you're only 1.4 million market cap. Doesn't take much for these things to reverse. The ship is not as big as DogWifHat. So they're all doing the same, but everyone is like really worried about DogWifHat. I'm just wondering like why, but now you get to see why, right? They're all exposed because you just got to learn. Oh, we get to see it again. Oh, wow, you guys just bought the biggest green candle of all time. That's what you did. You literally bought something that went up 40,000 next. Not even joking. This is PEPE, by the way. PEPE is actually doing really, really well, friends. It's only down 30%. Interesting. I don't know if you guys remember, I made a CoinFessions Rect reply where one guy said he had 50K and now he's made 8x on it, on PEPE. And he's not quitting until he gets to retire from work. And the whole comment section was saying to this guy, you're going to lose everything, you're stupid, you learn nothing, and all these other stuff. And I replied, I go, yeah. Look at all these losers in the comment section. Not a single one of you have the balls to hold any of this. This guy's going to make it. PEPE is the unicorn run winner of this cycle, and you guys got no idea, no freaking idea. You don't know anything about the ribbiting or the trumpeting or any of these friends. They have no belief. All they know is they go, oh, if I had 50K and I made an 8x, I would be all out. No. You'd be all out at the 3x. Okay, that's what you'd be doing. I know how people trade, friends. I know how they invest. When they go in and it goes down, okay, now they're investor. Then if it goes up 2 or 3x, they get out. Okay, they get out. Because I know what you're thinking in your mind. You think to make it in this game, you think you gotta build it like a house, one brick at a time. Okay, make your cute 2x. Okay, in the next one you're gonna make your cute 3x, and the next one you're gonna make another 3x. That's what you think is gonna happen. But the reality is that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That is, you're trying to catch lightning in a bottle way too many times. All right. What actually works is sit through the pain. That's what works, okay? There's currency units out there in the world that are swinging around to different pools of liquidity. That's how I see this world here. There's all these pools in liquidity. Friends, you're literally like a frog and you're on like a little leaf. You're just hopping around, okay? That's the liquidity, okay? Hop, 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 hop. Eventually, you swim around there just long enough, okay? The frog, which is the liquidity, is going to jump on your lily pad. Eventually, okay? So that's pretty, but people don't have belief because they see the frog over there in the other corner of the pond, thinking, oh, you're never going to come jump here. I'm going to go more closer to where you are. It becomes harder and harder. So it's all about, you know, trying to catch that bird in your hand, all right? And we know just by, you know, looking at things like, okay, cheap prices, valuations, not a lot of people looking at it. We're looking at the probability of these things that they can happen. And yeah, we need more catalysts to work out, but that's the game. There are no guarantees. Now, the Bitcoin price is still around $65,000, friends. Look, it's actually doing absolutely nothing. Look, full on sideways for quite some time, for like, literally 2 days in a row, sideways, doing nothing. I know when we look at these, maybe we even look at like the 8-hour chart. Maybe, friends, one more poke lower. Who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, though, I remember doing the fractal. Remember the fractal? This magical fractal, which we're not going to spook everyone. Yeah, man, we could go sideways to August. That's it. Remember around August, but we'll see. we'll see what's going on here when it comes to this type of price behavior. And look at this box here. Retailers are set to arrive. This is based off the 4-year cycle, all right? The earliest they arrive is around September. Remember, August, September, the others BTC flips. So I just have that box there just drawn. And that's pretty much going to be our guiding star when it comes to this, okay? Once again, the centralized exchange coins, friends, like Chaining, for example, everything is still trying to form a base to see if it can go higher. Everything's down against BTC. Like, friends, I've already shown you. I made like a video just covering this. This is absolutely insane. AAVE, synthetics, pretty much all the DeFi coins that went 1000x that still actually have product market fit today, like AAVE, their coins are absolutely murdered beyond imagination. They made new lows against Ethereum. Now, this is Polkadot, for example. No one's surprised about this. Polkadot, you're down 93%. But if I actually show you the real AAVE ETH ratio, which is here, I'm going to manually construct it for you live just so you can see the real AAVE ETH ratio. Have a look at that. Since Feb 2021, there you go. You are down 93% after all this. Oh, man, that's a freaking weekly chart, by the way, friends. And look at AAVE. You have now round-tripped against Ethereum all the way back to December 2017. You see that? Isn't that disgusting? That's actually absolutely nuts, man. That's like, look how much it's basically, yeah. And AAVE has one of the biggest product market fits in all the crypto. It has like 12 billion locked up, okay? The only two things above it are Lido down, which is the staked Ethereum, and then you have Igon Layer, which is obviously just a big VC grift piece of trash anyway, with all that money locked up. It's just people for staking and all that stuff, okay? So, I don't know, maybe they do something fancy later on, we'll see, okay? But I don't really count them because like, AAVE is like a real application, you know what I mean? Like, Lido down's like, oh, let's put the staking thing. But, you know, the dollar for dollar is bigger. But you get to see, man, like, wow, you're the one of the darling unicorns. You're one of the examples we show traditional finance, what DeFi can do. And you are absolutely murdered beyond imagination. Minus 93% against ETH. Let's play some pump music just like so we can get this off the floor one day. Just because we want to see it off the floor. By the way, that AAVE chart, that's the same thing with synthetics and everything else. That's why in PulseChain, friends, we're looking at Pulse versus ETH, PulseX, ETH, HEX, ETH. They're all crashed beyond imagination as well. But they're all the same thing. All of these are the same. However, man, I've also shown you, like, if you want to go back in time, friends, just to give you an idea of what's possible, okay? Like, look what Matic did. Now, friends, a lot of people have been using my example of Matic, okay? But just be careful because, look, this is a very, very unique case, all right? Because what people do is they go, I don't blame you, okay? You're looking at Matic. Matic went sideways forever, and then it did this move. You're like, wow, he just went up and up and up and up. Okay, sweet. By the way, you round trip most of it. That's something to think about. So from the very, very bottom, when you start moving, this is where we hope we are today. That's like a 36x. That's what we hope. This is back in 2020, right before Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. But look, AAVE had a cycle 1 narrative advantage back then, okay? It was a cycle 1 community and a cycle 1 narrative, all right? So you definitely had those. No arguing, no like migration from other coins like Hexstars and PulseChain and splitting of this, none of that, okay? And the narrative you had was alternative layer 1, okay? So look when AAVE actually peaked here, May. Why? Because Ethereum was costing $300 for a swap. Okay, that's why it started going. Everyone's like, oh, wow, Matic's friendly and have all these things coming. And by the way, AAVE deployed on Matic. Okay, so you had the DeFi stuff moving on to Matic. You had alternative layer 1, which is cheaper Ethereum, which is PulseChain's narrative today, but out cycle 2, okay? But here's the thing, man. Like, we're so low. I hope we get another 36. Also, like, you know, we have Richard Hart's 170,000 ETH. So that might actually give you the big effect. It might. We don't know. We don't know, okay? It might give us the big effect. And if you're curious what that will look like, I can show you. This is the PLS to ETH ratio right now. So it's down hard from like that launch price. Yeah, we're down, what, like 92%. So if it went up from today, let's say it did a 36x like what Matic did all the way up here, that would be amazing, okay, if it went up here. But if you check this price up here, friends, how much is that from the launch price? It's only about a 2x. I'm not joking, by the way. It's only about 2x. Because, yeah, we're down 90% from that launch high. So, yeah, if we go back and do a 2x above that, that's right. It's a 36x from today. But that's because we've dropped so hard. So, it is unfortunate. I hope everything gets whacked really, really, really high and it kind of like punishes the people who sold early. But that's my hopes and dreams. You know what I mean? Same thing for everything else. Like a lot of people, I know a lot of people who have like staked their HEX. They're hoping everybody keeps losing money, taking risks in all these meme coins and doing everything else. But actually what they've seen is a lot of people do really, really, really well. And these things aren't going down. They're gaining on Pulse, right? And it's so much easier for them to pump up. And you know they're getting people excited. So it is what it is, man. The game's competitive. Markets are competitive. You just have to adapt. And like I said, by the way, to adapt, okay, don't just sell bags or anything. You know, add fresh fiat if you want, DCA, your bullets. Maybe you've got spare Bitcoin, start rotating that in, or Ethereum. Remember, 90% core, 10% lottery. But you're starting to see now, friends, we're now in the momentum phase now. You really got to be careful about just a 10% lottery. You really, really, really got to be careful about that, because look how many people are also trapped in all the calls out here. Now, friends, I made a post here, and for some reason, one guy, I don't know why he had the biggest cry ever. I made a post. All I said was, look, the average altcoin in the index only has about a 5x to go. And this is my post right here. Okay, so friends, you just go to the total 3, and I drew a fib from the top to the bottom. So in our last cycle, okay, we hit, you see where this high is? If we go to the left, it is between the 2 and the 3 of the extension, okay? So where is between the 2 and the 3 of the extension from today, okay? It is around up here. See that distance up here? Now, from today to that point is a 5x. But however, this includes every altcoin on average, including the top 10. So it removes Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? So all I said was basically that. And I go, look, the average altcoin from the top 100 has pretty much a 5x to go. And that's all these coins here. Remember, you've got to include BNB, Solana. Look how big they are already, man. Like, you know, BNB doing a 5x, friends, goes to $500 billion market cap. See what I mean? Doge is already 20 billion. Okay, so seeing all these, that's what's in your index as well. We also have like a lot of poop in here as well, right? You got EOS in there, Quant, Algorand. So as you can see, the average there, look, they minted Starkware, dog shit. This is the fully diluted valuation. This is a fake market cap. So yeah, probably at the top 100, not probably, definitely, we got about a 5x to go. And this person automatically started crying. He's like, no, PulseChain's going to do way better than that. It's going to do 100x. Everyone's going to sell for 5x. Like, bro, this post has nothing to do with PulseChain. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you having a cry? Okay, I'm just telling you the average. You know what the average is? You're like, if you want the average, you buy every coin in the index. You make your own index, but you don't want an average. You're trying to beat the average. You don't want to own Litecoin in there. You don't want to own EOS. You don't want to own Stellar or even XRP. You want to like try look for pockets where people aren't exposed yet. You know, for example, like finding Pika on PulseChain or DickWifButt HOA. No. Maybe you like PEPE or the rest of the crypto industry hasn't woken up to PEPE and all these other things. Okay, so just giving examples of stuff you look for on chain that you're trying to beat that average altcoin. And by the way, just to let you know, the average altcoin, so rank 100 here is almost $1 billion. So it was $1 billion just before. See, is Arrow on gold? They're basically slipping, and Neo's still in here. So yeah, coins at $1 billion or plus, the average, if you take all of them, is going to be about 5x, which means, yeah, there's going to be a few 2 to 3x's that do nothing, poopies. But then there's also going to be stuff like, you know, stuff that'll probably go 20, 30, 40x. There's going to be a unicorn winner in there. Of course there is. It's just that, do you really believe it? Do you know what yours is? Yeah, every single person I speak to says it's going to be their coin. Well, I guess we'll see. So this is the post I made, right? This is for every altcoin, excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much everything above 100 billion markup. Now, you can increase your odds of a higher return if you pick the top 10%. Also, being on chain helps, and avoid VC tech utility scum coins. Remember, in this calculation, we did not diminish the returns. I've got to play some nice gentle angel music just to like, friends, that 5x is if we don't diminish, that if we do the exact same return as before. All right, now, whenever I say this, people say, this is funny, it's the same thing every time. I go, okay, we've been diminishing every single freaking cycle. Okay, and in fact, last cycle had 0% rates, infinite QE, Elon Musk shilling, and they paid people to stay at home, okay, and we still diminished. What do you have to say to that? And every time someone looks in after 15 minutes of barely even thinking about it, they go, no, this time's going to be bigger and better. Why? Oh, because it is. You know, that's exactly what people said last cycle. You know, that's exactly why I guess 90% of my audience, you guys bought and held in 2021 because you all thought it was just getting started. You were buying up there. But now I've actually told you, hey, you got to buy in the depression, okay? You got to buy in the depression. The future you is coming in somewhere else who thinks it's just getting started next year, okay? A lot of people said, what about the Bitcoin ETF and things are different. Okay, yeah, we had the Bitcoin ETF. Have altcoins moved? No. So Bitcoin has a better bid. It's stronger. Its volatility has dropped. But tell me this, like Bitcoin's now gone sideways for 6 months. Remember, friends, literally, you clearly remember a few months ago, everyone was talking about Bitcoin going 90K, 100K, popping up straight away. What happened? We start going sideways, okay? So Wall Street, yeah, it lowers the volatility on the downside. Doesn't mean you get this infinite up only, okay, in a straight line that just bursts up. You get to where you're always going to go, but it doesn't mean you get these exponential, parabolic, euphoric retail waves. They only come in the altcoins where people don't know how to price things. That's exactly where we want to be, in these lottery tickets. Now, friends, over this weekend, okay, pretty much, there's only one thing that's happened, and it's the HOC Tuah girl. So I'll play the video here for you just so you can see. Like, I'm sure it's gone viral. It's just like another, oh yeah, it's like 15 seconds of fame. So we'll play it here now. Let's see if she says anything.
Amazon.
Whoops.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that HOC Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
He goes, welcome back.
Ha 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 ha, guys, ha ha ha. 15 seconds of fame and time's running out. So it is what it is. But what's most fascinating is the trading around it. It's not even fascinating, by the way. It's fascinating for people. I've seen this thousands of times. Okay, so this is the coin put on Solana. They've already made a HOC Tuah girl spit on that thing. So what's happening, friends, is, okay, you know we're trading attention because nothing in crypto has positive cash flow. Guess what? AAVE has positive cash flow. Did you like the AAVE ETH chart? No, you didn't. By the way, you're also going to ask me, please, can we play some crank music just to like pump it back up? AAVE, friend, makes a lot of money. You actually want to know how much money AAVE makes, like actually real profits from the supply and demand, you know? By the way, a lot of people in HEX community, I remember they were pooping on AAVE because they said it's DeFi, it's like it's not approved by Richard Hart, but let me tell you something, man. AAVE in the past 24 hours made $1 million, dude. Look at this revenue, $1 million, okay? AAVE, the money comes from, there's people supplying and demanding. It's a real money market. People supply a coin and they want to borrow a coin, there's actual market there. And there's a spread there. It gets paid to Treasury or wherever else they make the money. So, their fees are 1.15 million, but their revenue was 232,000. Okay, so for the day, isn't that amazing? By the way, like, wow, you're actually making like $1 million. You're making money, yeah, but it doesn't translate to the coin price. Okay, but you got to remember, like with HEX, there's no positive cash flow. We have a thing, and then we just split up the token for inflation. Okay, now this is the same with governance tokens, VC tech coins, all of them. They're pretty much the same. They just try to say no. There's gonna be a use case later on and stuff. It isn't. If you want that revenue utility generation, it's PulseX. Okay, PulseX. By the way, friends, you don't need to really do all these. Like, the coin's still going to go up. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Doge makes no money. It went up, right? But just showing you that's pretty much what's been going on in terms of, like, if you want to split things up, like, okay, PulseX has a buy and burn. Like, we can calculate, okay, how much volume did the chain do for the day? We'd actually calculate it right now. If you're curious, you can actually see, okay, how much money does a protocol make per day? So you can actually look at, okay, this is really, really abysmal. Now, only $6 million of volume per day. And you have to find out how much of that was PulseX itself. Okay, so here you have it. So PulseX did 4.7 million. So I think what you would do is, remember, there's a fee. So you could do like 0.06%. That's what I think so. 0.06. Remember, there's a PulseX V1 buy and burn. So it's gonna be higher than this number. Okay, so if you do 0.06 divided by 100, and then you multiply that by the volume, which is $4.7 million for the day, you have $2,800, which is very low. But you might do like 4, like, I don't know, like I think because it's got a hyper aggressive burn. Remember the bug that was left in there? So it's about $11,000, okay, which is very small. That's $11,000 of money it made today from all the trading, okay? Because that's a real activity, just like money markets, supply and demand. Okay, yeah, another trading activity. That's another that's a use case. So it did $11,200 that was bought into the pool. Okay, so that's just showing you, wow, it makes like, okay, it's made $80,000 this week, you know. But also, like, if the volume was to go up from here 10x, okay, if we were doing 10 times the volume and PulseX was doing 47 million instead of 4.7, yeah, you'd be making 100 grand a day. 100 grand going to chip it up. So every time someone sells, it's chewed up the 100k worth, pretty much it. And then, like, in a week, let's do it in a month. In a month, they would have made 3.3 million. Okay, so, but you have to see, like, you can make all this effort as the price goes up. it's easy for just one big wallet to cash out. That's the same with every single coin, but I'm just here just to show you what's going on. And a lot of these fees, by the way, friends, you don't actually get access to them. So look at Uniswap. Look, the fees for the past 24 hours are 1.87 million. Yeah, that's not uni holders' fees. That's just the fees made for everybody in the platform. Okay, everybody holding. So the fees in PulseChain would have been only like $9,000 for the day, but for Uniswap, everyone in there, because it's got like billions locked up, it's 1.87 million. But that's how they include it. So remember that the token and the application, they're separate, crypto friends. We try to always, we want a token to be linked. Give us the token. That's what we all want. But that's just pretty much what it comes down to, friends. It's very hard to get people to literally want to hold a specific token. It is tough. Now, this hot tour thing, friends, just showing you, right, what happens. Okay, it spikes up, come back down 60%, but well, obviously, you could tell, friends. So people see something popular in real life, and they want to go trade it. They want to go participate in it straight away, and that's why you see these coins will erupt out of nowhere, seemingly at random, but that's all it is, man. People want to PvP. They want to trade something. Oh, celebrity dies. Okay, let's just go make a coin about him and sweet, go straight trade. It's PvP mode and that. But what's the secret? There is no secret. But you get to, if you watch my videos, I told you, I figured out the older the meme that's in our lexicon and in our brains, okay, in our vernacular, swimming around in our brains, the collective consciousness of all us, the older the meme, the higher the likelihood it is to stay relevant in people holding it, okay? Not a guarantee, because it's tough. You got to get something that hits people, makes them feel better about holding it. Yes, like DickWifButt. Yeah, it's still cute and it's fun. Okay, so that's a complete difference from other coins that aren't as unique and fun. Okay, so DickWifButt still on a discount. You get to see this still on a discount. Sweet, still in the buy zone. But it all makes you think, right? If these things get popular enough, all right, will people just keep trying to mint them? I don't know, because is that the real OG community? What happens? It's the same thing with Bitcoin. You see, Bitcoin, people kept buying into it. That forking Bitcoin and saying you're a better Bitcoin stuff, it's actually negative now. People don't believe you. It's etched itself in the brain, okay? It's just like, you know, Coca-Cola. It's like another drink saying we're a better Coca-Cola. We're a better one. Your brain really doesn't want to compete with that space, okay? You want them to be like something new. We're an entirely new drink altogether. That's what your brain wants to see. So it's almost like when someone in our minds, or something, or a brand, when it has cemented itself for that long, we reject things trying to compete with it. It gets sticky. Okay, that's also like with, like, you know, friends with people, like their religious beliefs or things they've grown up thinking how the world operates. Okay, they're like, no, it can't be true. Like, for example, friends, like 90% of the population, actually, I've seen surveys, I think like 40 to 60% of people believe like UFOs are real. Like, it's a huge amount. Everyone's like, oh yeah, clearly. So you got to think about the people who are like, no, I can't. You got to think about how terrified they'll be. But it's not just terrified with like, oh, if they see like a full-on alien and the alien says, oh, by the way, we kind of like made you and you're the kind of alien here. You know, we've been watching you for a long time. Not only would that trip them out, but also their worldview of like, wait, but the TV, the government, the scientists, they can't have been lying to me. They've all been saying that it's all fake. You know what I mean? Like that their brains literally can't compute it whatsoever. The only way for you to kind of like punch through that noise, I'm not joking, it's sad to say, is these people literally die off. They literally pass away. And then the new generation, like young people, get born up. Like right now, friends, every single kid born today, they're not going to know what a wallet is, like a physical leather wallet. They're just all going to do like crypto. Like, yeah, what's this wallet thing? They're not going to go into a bank branch. Okay, they're just going to see all these digital Pokemon trading stuff. They're used to that. Just like every kid's used to a phone. They don't know what a Game Boy is. You know what I mean? They got like better Game Boys. I don't know if you've seen like the new Nintendo DS stuff. Like you got like this freaking multi-controller, 3D graphic stuff. My gosh, you know what I mean? Like it's gone nuts. And that's just pretty much like new breed coming in. And there's going to be flying cars in the future and all these other things. So you get to see, it's funny, we can relate all of that back to crypto with the lexicon of memes. Okay, because here's the thing, everyone thinks these memes are a joke. They go, oh, no, let's put these big technology guys in a group and say that it's great. No. Your app might be great, but your coin, what about your coin, brother? Okay, that's why you're in crypto. You don't care, but like the whole point of being in crypto is the token, okay? It's to loosely or strongly relate people's ability to get in early to bet on you. People want to bet on you. They want to. They want to bet, and they want to speculate. They're like, hey, you're good now, and I think you're going to be even great in the future, even more great. That's what the whole point of crypto is to be. Well, that's when you see this hawk Tuah girl spit on that thing. Hawk Tuah, I got my 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. Like, when you see that, it's entered our brain, you know? It's probably going to be replayed in like, in another year or 2 or 3, you know what I mean? And like at the end of this year and like December 31st, you know, the New Year's Eve, they're like, oh, let's remember all the amazing things that happened in 2024. As we move into the new year, they'll probably play that meme, but that's pretty much what you get. Okay, that's pretty much what you get with these. And then all the older memes, they stick in their minds, right? That's why Bitcoin, friends, they don't want to change anything. Have you noticed in Bitcoin, don't change anything, don't change. It's the meme. Okay, it's fascinating how these things work. And yeah, you got to understand these because I'm asking you, bro, do you want to hold AAVE after seeing that chart? Dude, AAVE is making what? $1 million bucks. It's making hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue a day. AAVE is sinking into oblivion. Even with PulseX, friends, PulseX is profitable, okay? PulseX is profitable, and then you get to see the chart here. It's still down 80% from day one sack. It's bought and burned 4.45%. So yeah, it's not so easy having a forced buy and burn, right? But we already know that because you can look at Bitcoin, okay? So what it is, it's the meme, friends. It's all about the meme. It all is about the meme, friends. In crypto, we only have value by decree. Just like me and you have friendship, right? By decree. Decree means because we say so. That's it, okay? And what does say so means? It means there's a pattern in your brain. There's some words. There's some instruction from your brain telling you this is the way. Do not change. All right? That's pretty much it. Is it brainwashing? Is it grooming? Is it just by choice? It is what it is, okay? You can try to figure it out, but by the time you figure it out, the prices might be 3x higher. You know what I mean? So that's what you have to, that's why these strong, fast, these network effects, friends, are very important. The first mover advantages, okay? Now, this is currently everyone's mood right now with all these altcoins, and this is obviously me just resting at the bonfire, friends. This is me in a Pikachu hat resting at the bonfire. Friends, a lot of you don't know, friends, I love Dark Souls. I played every single Dark Souls, Elden Ring, all these, man. Man, that is a tough game. The frustration, but it's awesome. It's awesome to play these. So, like, it's funny, none of you, if you're not familiar with games, like, games started getting really easy. They started making a lot of save points, checkpoints, and people just entertain themselves. You think, oh, but the game's meant to be enjoyable and easy, right? Yeah, but as men, we got testosterone, so we always want to challenge. Okay, we always want to challenge. Like, if for girls out there, if you got sisters, they're always like, oh yeah, guys, he's got to run faster, or he's got to build something bigger, or he's got to put more money in the bank account. Always big growth. That's just a guy thing, right? So when this game came out, like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, it blew everyone's mind. Why? Because it was really tough, okay? Because no one had seen, it'd been like 20 years pretty much since someone made a game where if you die, you go back to the beginning of the level. You're like, uh-oh, we got to do everything all over again. And everyone's like, what? That's so counterintuitive. That's so tough. And it became like really popular. Of course, a Japanese dude made it, friends. I'm telling you, these Japanese fans, their brains just work differently, dude. They're making Pokemon, they're making Digimon, making everything, friends. Just the insane stuff comes out of Japan. So that's what changed everyone's mind on how they were even thinking about challenges, you see? Because in this game, they give you big bosses. And this completely relates to crypto, friends. You notice that? Reaching 100K Bitcoin or 1 million Bitcoin price, it means nothing if I just trade it up there today, right? But defeating Wall Street, defeating Gary Gensler, the semen demon, let's say, you see what I mean? He's the demon himself. He's like a level 84 boss, you know what I mean? Like, it's really tough to take him out. He's been like the thorn in our side for a long time, you know? And having these swings up of Trump's on our side, but Biden's not. No, Trump's on our side. You see that? Up and for that journey, and for it forges your diamond hands. By the time you get there, it's like, it'll be like so sweet. Again, that's why it will mean a lot. That's why the volatility will drop over time. Because people have they've had this like long life memory of just being in this thing for so long. We're like, dude, you're never going away. And that's how you win. That's pretty much how you win. So that's why I say currently, friends, we are all resting at the bonfire. Don't jeet your bags. And this is so much better than the real bear market of 2022. The cycle is repeating. Retail will come in September to April window. And yeah, that's what you pretty much got to see right now. That's September to April window. Retail coming. Now, what are they going to come for? I don't know. That's the 1000x idea. If you know what they're going to come for, please let me know. If you have any ideas, let me know. But like currently, we'll just guess Friends, I'm just telling you, there's no tech, man. There's no tech unicorn. We just had it. It was Soilana. It was meme season. I know it's underwhelming. I know everyone's like rolling their eyes back like, oh, that's just why just making more meme coins. Yeah, bro. Making more cheap culture community speculation vehicles. That's the tech. Okay? Key emphasis on the word cheap. Okay? CHEEEEEPP exclamation mark with a Batman symbol. Okay? Cheap. You understand? Cheap. Not expensive like these coins, which I'm about to show you now. Just so you know, friends, just so it really hits home. So Pika, 2 million market cap. DickWifButt, under 4 million market cap. Okay? I'm just giving you an example. Princess Peach is Peach on PulseChain as well, as like down to like 800k market cap, less than $1 million. They are cheap. Okay? You want to see what expensive is? Okay, by the way, when you woke up today, did a part of you need to use a layer 0? Do you know what a layer 0 is? Most of you don't. Okay, do you know what ZK Sync is? No, you never heard of it. Do you know what Starknet is? Oh, no, never heard of that. What about Arbitrum? Are you using Arbitrum? No. Okay, well, have a look how expensive their coins are, friends, to woke up. Okay, day one, listen, do this. You are down 80%, okay, and your FDV is almost 3 billion. Bro, you launched 48 hours ago. 3 billion? What? That means they have $300 million on the offer to start making it move. To make it go up 4x, you got to insert $300 million for a coin. Bro, I don't use you. I don't need you. What about this stuff? Okay, what about this stuff? What about ZK Sync? Okay, FDV, 3.7 billion. What about, look at this. See, I'm not making this up. Look at this. Starkware dog shit. You're still 7 billion diluted and you dropped freaking, what is this? You've dropped 80%. Look at Arbitrum, by the way. Wintermute dumping all the unlocks because Pantera, Capital, and all these other VC scum. Your onside minimum 180x. That's right, 180 times their money. Minimum. And the other insiders are up 960x. I made many videos about it, okay? All the ETH maxis hate me. I don't care, dude. I don't care. You're all doing the same thing, okay, friends? You know how Richard Hart always says, crypto was invented to remove middlemen? Yeah. You know what that means? Crypto was invented to let me and you be early. That's what it is, okay? You know the stock market? It's got 50,000 middlemen. By the time something lands as an IPO in the stock market, there's a lot of processes going in, and then the JP Mosquito and Goldman Slugs, they're getting a piece of the pie with the stocks and the shares, and they're trying to prop things up to dump on the open and stuff. That's exactly what these guys are all doing. I just showed you, okay? The crypto lets you get in early. Now, for better or worse, you know, maybe you get in early to this hawk tour girl just spinning on a ding-dong, thinking, oh, this is going to change you. No, it's not, bro. 15 minutes of fame's almost up. See what I mean? So it is for better or worse, okay? You just have to accept it in the marketplace with me. Now, our job here is to try to figure it out when something is cheap. That's it. Something we think is going to have a long-term trend and be cheap. That's what we're here for. At least it gives you the opportunity, okay? Also, the opportunity of friendship. Tell mom and dad you love them. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.